Can you manifest instantly? Today, we're going to have some tea and I'm going to tell you that you absolutely can, but it might just look a little bit differently than you thought. And make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to teach you how to manifest beyond your wildest dreams. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm Chloe. I coach ADHD entrepreneurs, athletes, and creatives all over the world. And I teach them how to go from survival mode to creator mode and creating the life of their wildest dreams. Okay, so let's dive into it. Can you actually manifest instantly and how do you do it? Let's actually define what manifestation means to us. I really think in the manifestation space, we're a little bit confused about what we want to achieve. So manifestation is really just setting the intention and then aligning with a thing and receiving the thing. So saying, I want this car. I set the intention to get this car. And then I take action energetically and physically, and I receive the thing. And there's beauty in that, absolutely. But what we really want, and I'm sure you've heard this a million times, is what that thing and what that feeling will give you. And not just what that thing will give you is who you actually become in the process, right? We don't necessarily want tons of money just to have tons of money in the bank account. We want freedom and we want safety. We don't just want that new car. We want excitement and adventure and a feeling of accomplishment. And having that car to us probably means I feel accomplished. Now, we've been taught in the manifestation space to be, then do, and then have the thing, which is the right way of doing it, right? Instead of, oh, I will feel happy when I have the car, when I have the thing, it's, okay, I'm going to feel happy like I have the thing already right now. And then I'm going to act from that place and then it's going to come. So before I teach you how to do that, because this is really common manifestation knowledge, however, it can be really hard to just be in the vibration of, oh, I already have everything. I feel good. This can be really difficult, especially if you're somebody who struggles with anxiety, you're currently a lot of debt, and you're like, I am struggling. Like, how am I supposed to just feel good, right? Neville Goddard teaches us to live in the wish fulfilled. Abraham Hicks just tells us to feel good. And that is really beautiful power and powerful teachings. But how do we just think our way there? And how do we stay on that vibration? So that's what I'm going to teach you today. But before I go into that, I want to clarify something a little bit. So I want to challenge you to get really clear on what makes you happy in life. Because when we are on this manifestation journey and this journey of becoming, we can get really caught up in chasing things and thinking that, oh, this next level of my career is what's going to make me happy, or this thing. And we're not here on this planet to generate a collection of things. We're here to have significance, right? We want meaning, we want connection, we want depth in our lives. That Birkin bag is maybe going to give you joy for a few moments, but having the love of your life or spending time in nature, those things are really beautiful. So before we even start taking action towards our manifestations, it's really important to know who you are and what makes you happy. Because you might be chasing the wrong thing your whole life and get that manifestation and be like, oh, I didn't want that. And I want to give you a really powerful example is I have come to realize, and I actually learned this in an ayahuasca ceremony, that my definition of success isn't going to look like anybody else's, because what makes me happiest in life is literally connecting with the people that I love and being in nature and just feeling the wind on my face and feeling connected to everything. And I keep on chasing these levels of success. And yes, they feel good, but honestly, I had this moment the other day with one of my teachers and they asked why are you chasing success so hard? And my answer was, oh, because I fundamentally don't feel like I'm good enough. And I see what everyone else is doing on social media. And then I've interpreted their version of success as my own. And so I sat with that and I meditated. And you guys, I have manifested some pretty cool things. One of the coolest things I think I've ever manifested was riding on a private jet. And although that experience was really cool, I will say that if you came up to me right now and was like, Chloe, would you rather do that experience again, ride on a private jet? Or would you rather have an hour with your best friends, giggling over a glass of wine, or just an hour in nature? And I would choose the latter every single time. I would choose my friends and nature over that private jet. So that taught me a lot about what I actually value in life. And so we can get really caught up in chasing things that we don't even want, that aren't even going to bring us that much joy and peace. And that should completely take some of the pressure off. Okay, so step one is knowing what you want and not just a grocery list of items. It's knowing what truly and deeply makes you happy. And I think manifestation gets that wrong a lot, that manifestation is the fancy car or the first class seats. But manifestation for me in my life has been a lot more time in nature and having the space to just connect with the people I love and the freedom to do what I want. To me, that's been the ultimate manifestation in my life. Point number 2, when you are calling something in, how do you align with it? How do you actually actually manifest instantly. So my definition of manifest instantly isn't getting the thing that you want, getting the results that you want. It is becoming the person that you want to be. And you can do that instantly. And a lot of teachings tell you to think better thoughts and say affirmations or journal. And I think all of these are super, super powerful, but a lot of this involves the mind. And what we want to do is completely bypass the mind. So I want you to ask yourself that next level version of me, the version of me that has everything, that does not need to chase, that is so completely fulfilled, the version of me that has received the thing I'm manifesting 6 months ago. It's normal. What are they like? And not just what are they like, what is their posture like? What is their energy like? How are they moving throughout the day? So I have two things to say on this, because your nervous system will always move towards what feels familiar and safe, not necessarily towards what feels exciting. So we want to look at the thing that we're trying to achieve as if it was 6 months ago. Okay, so one of my manifestations is building a massive community of ADHD people. So I imagine I hit 2,000 people in that community 6 months ago. How am I showing up? How am I walking? How am I being if this feels normal to me? So I just started this community, but I'm going to show up every single day and post in the community and run the community as if there's already thousands of people in there. So that is one way we can instantly level up, is by acting. But even before the acting happens, the simplest way, the easiest way, the way to change instantly is through your posture, because you can't always control your mind. Controlling your mind is like harnessing the wind. There's going to be some days where you feel so powerful and on top of it, and you're just tuned in, tapped in, turned on. And there's going to be some days where you're just like so cranky and you feel like everything's hopeless. So then what do? You connect to posture. You tell yourself, this is how my highest version of me would sit. This is how they would carry their shoulders. This is how they would walk. This is how they would eat. And that next version of you, the version of you that has limitless abundance, that has everything, I guarantee you they're not rushing around all the time. They're not doing things in a panic. They're not breathing really shallow, right? If you got everything you wanted, so you had everything you ever wanted, you were living your dream life, you would not be so rushed and panicked all the time and living from the state of like pressure and force. So we flip it around, and we do so with the body. And our brains are always communicating, right? So our body's always sending signals and information up the vagus nerve through the brain. So just by opening your chest up and breathing a little bit deeper, that signals safety and confidence to your brain. When we walk a little bit slower, when we move a little bit more deliberately, not in a rush, we're teaching our brain a new story that I am safe and I have everything. When we chew a little bit slower. So instead of just trying to think differently and say affirmations over and over again, which can be really hard some days and really easy other days, and I'm not saying totally stop doing that. Keep doing everything that you're doing, but try changing through the body first. Start with the posture. Start with sitting taller, moving slower, and signaling to your brain, I already have everything. And that's how you instantly step into that next level version of you. You are telling your brain and your nervous system, I already have this thing. I'm safe. I am good. So now there's not a distance between who you are and that thing. And you don't need that thing. You're not grasping for it. You're not reaching for it or forcing for it. You don't even need it. So now you're practicing the law of detachment. And so therefore it is much more likely to come to you. But then you also don't even need the thing after all. And this is the ultimate form of freedom, is being so good and whole within yourself that you don't need anything. And then that makes you so magnetic. Like, people want to be around wholeness. When people feel how whole and magnetic you are, they just flock to you. And so that is the ultimate power. Then nothing holds power over you. And so I always ask myself, like, what really is manifestation? Is manifestation getting the thing? Or is manifestation becoming the highest version of you? And then the way you live, the way you move is just an outpouring of your love and of who you are. So I think we really do need to change the definition of manifestation. It's not about the car or a Birkin bag. It's about becoming the highest version of you that can receive everything you want in life, that can create every single thing you want, but that is also so whole and worthy and in their own power. And we start with posture. And now there's a lot of other tools we can use to go through the body to get us back into a regulated state, in a state where we can hold that posture and be that high self version. And I go into this a lot more in my school communities. In my school community, Limitless, I also offer coaching as well. So what we want to do too is, when we've drifted away from that higher version of ourselves, is bring ourselves back, but through the body, not necessarily the mind. So I had actually a moment today too, where I was just feeling really frustrated. Like I was disappointed with myself for not getting as much done as I thought. Typical ADHD. And I was like, okay, I'm now in the energy of forcing. And when I get into that energy, I'm like, okay, no, I need to stop. I'm going to go for a walk because the energy of forcing isn't going to get me anything good. So I'm going to go for a walk and then move that energy because it's just energy. All that it is, we get so caught up in like, oh, this is who I am and this is the problem. No, it's just energy that needs to move through you. So I went and walked in the forest and then I just started dancing and singing at the top of my lungs, moving that energy and completely like dialing my nervous system into a new channel. I was in the channel of frustration and now I'm in the channel of like joy and fun and letting that energy flow through me. And I just felt so much better. And then I could come back to that highest self state, holding the posture. And it's so funny that when you tap into these higher level states, or when you tap into these states in the body of like safety and abundance in the body, your thoughts change. It's like you're changing the antenna. Like, how would you walk? How would you move? How would you dance through life if you were just like the richest person on earth? And if you're moving and dancing like this, your thoughts aren't going to be of lack. They're going to be of openness and ease and joy. And so the mind controls the body, but the body also can control the mind. So we want to go bottom up. This is how you manifest instantly. Final point on instant manifestation is I want to completely remove the element of time for you. Everything in this universe is happening right now. All of your power exists in the present moment. So when we carry baggage from our past or we're worrying about the future, what we're doing is we're taking our divine life force creative energy, all of the power that exists in right now, and we're giving it to the past or we're giving it away to the future. But all of that creative life force, it can only happen right now. So right now is when you are creating. And so right now, you can choose to be the richest person on earth. You can choose to be the happiest, healthiest, most in love person on this planet or version of yourself in this moment by just feeling that in your body now and doing that again the next moment. And right now, you are everything you want to be. So that's how you manifest your highest self instantly. Okay, and the last piece I wanted to say to the end, how do you even go like above and beyond all your manifestations and your wildest dreams and desires? So there is thy will. There's my humanly desires, and I think that they're beautiful. And I also think that there's nothing wrong with wanting things in life that's beautiful. We want to get to a place, right, with our body, with our mind, with our soul, that we want everything, but we need nothing. So then nothing holds power over us. And that's beautiful. But there's a layer past manifestation where we almost give our lives up and surrender it to the creator or God or the universe. And it's having this full trust of I'm going to flow with life and listen to where God wants me to go. And so you can have desires. For example, like I said with my school community, I want this to just help so many people. I want it to blow up. I want it to take off. I think what I'm doing there is my life's purpose and my dharma. But I would say like God, creator of the universe, if I'm meant to do something else, show me and I will listen. And surrendering and letting go is not a giving up. It's I will show up and do the best I can with what's in front of me, but then I will listen and I will let God direct me and I won't grip so tightly onto life. And so when you are your highest self, when you are dancing with life, flowing with life, feeling that in your body, and then your thoughts are following, and then you're in this beautiful state of surrender and flow and trusting God, you basically become this vessel to receive things that are just so incredibly aligned for you, where you may have thought, oh my gosh, I want this relationship or I want this career. And then the universe, source, creator's like, no, honey, I can give you so much more. It's going to feel so much better than you ever imagined. And so that's how we can start manifesting beyond ourselves, beyond just what we want, what's in highest alignment for our souls, for humanity. We are all a piece of the puzzle. We all came here for a reason. We all need to shine our unique individual light. And so how we do that is showing up every single day and being the highest version of ourselves, flowing through life with as much love as humanly possible in our hearts, and then listening to the universe and flowing with it and allowing it to take us to where we need to go.